You may just be doing a double take right now. I've already reviewed COMO Parrot Cay, so why am I doing another review? Well, this is really more of an update than a review. With properties that I love and book so much for my clients, I will often go back and re-review properties to see what updates are coming along and how the team's still performing. I want to make sure the quality is up to par, especially if it's a property that I highly recommend. I've been visiting Parrot Cay annually since my initial review, and it's only gotten better. The reason I'm waiting till now to share an update is because I've been waiting for this one particular unit, the 3-bedroom COMO Villa. That is something that's been in the works for some time. It's finally been completed, and I've just stayed. One of the first guests to visit, and I am stoked to share it with you guys. Without further ado, here's a tour of my 3-bedroom COMO Villa. Enjoy. Yo, welcome to my COMO 3-bedroom villa here at Parrot Cay, a villa that I've been waiting for over 2 years to stay in. As soon as you walk in, you'll notice that sensibility of being at home, the luxury beach shack vibe and less of a hotel. And this is what I've always loved about Parrot Cay. I love how comfortable it makes me feel. One of the first things you'll come across as you enter the living space is this generous bar. This is perfect for entertaining. Of course, I'm a sucker for welcome treats, and this is plenty of space for all my candies. Just behind me is a butler's pantry. You have a full-size stove, fridge, everything the butler needs to help ensure a better stay. And the best part is it has its own doors. This way they can come in and out very discreetly without interrupting you, which is phenomenal because we wake up, come down here, and everything is ready for us in the mornings. Stepping through the main living area and the dining area, I love this open floor concept. No matter where you're seated, you have this phenomenal view of the beach, ocean, and this gigantic pool. Once again, you can just tell how comfortable and cozy this place feels. And I think that lends to being able to stay here for an extended period, which is something that I love doing when I'm at Parrot Cay. As mentioned before, this is a 3-bedroom villa. So let me show you guys the first 2 bedrooms on the lower floor. There are 2 bedrooms separated by the dining and living space. When our son Beckett, who sleeps in this room, is crying in the mornings or at night, he's not waking up our friend who's in the other bedroom. So I love the design of that. Both bedrooms has its own sliding doors, so that way they have an unobstructed view of the pool, beach, and ocean as well. We have a high ceiling, tons of room here. We have a crib for Beckett, obviously a king-size bed, and of course it has its own ensuite bathroom. Also very spacious. Of course, there's a tub for you to soak in. This closet has tons of storage, and there's an indoor and outdoor shower. So on pleasant days, you have options to choose from. Now, one gripe I do have is I don't love that the bidet and the toilet is exposed like this. This is something that Parrot Cay does in the 2-bedroom beach house as well. It's never been my preferred choice. I wish this was its own room and space. As I mentioned, the 2nd bedroom across the 1st floor is identical to the room you just saw, and I know your time is valuable, so I will save you from that. Of course, primary bedroom is something special. This is the only villa here on the resort side that has a 2nd floor bedroom. So this is the primary bedroom, even larger than the ones downstairs. Very bright and airy, definitely has that beach shack feel to it. Another comfy seat, and there's a desk right there for me to do my work. And you would think this is the perfect spot to hang out, read a book, but it is not because there's a better seat for that. But before I show that to you guys, let's see the bathroom. Again, large space, and sorry for the mess. As I always say, we actually do live in these places. Plenty of space to store our clothing. The nice thing I like about this bedroom, or this bathroom I should say, the toilet and bidet is in fact in its own area, and the door can be closed. We have an indoor shower, super nice. We do not have an outdoor shower here on the 2nd floor. That is reserved for the lower floor bedrooms. As said earlier, while this chair has a direct view of the ocean, it is not the best seat in the bedroom. That in fact belongs to the balcony. This is where I like to come out and have coffee, take phone calls, or just chill out. The views are just phenomenal. People love to claim that the magic happens in the bedroom. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not the case here. This is in fact where the magic happens. What I absolutely love about this sun deck is the sheer amount of space and how many day beds and lounge seats we have. Of course, I hate plunge pools, so the fact that we have this perfectly teal lap pool is just a huge, huge draw for me. We have this lovely gazebo where we can have in-room dining at night with the lights on. The vibe is so excellent. As you can see, we're setting up a very special dinner tonight. The amount of space is just incredible. And just over there, we have the turquoise sea. Now that you've seen this massive 3-bedroom COMO villa, you'll understand why I'm enjoying my stay here so much, and I've been looking forward to this for the past 2 years. But who doesn't love a bonus? And a bonus this space is, mostly because it has its own full bathroom with a shower, which means that this space could easily be transformed into a bedroom, a small bedroom for the nanny, or if you have a young child. Later today, my godson is actually coming to stay with us, so he'll be staying here in his rollaway bed with his own shower, toilets, and everything, so that's fantastic. So this becomes a 4-bedroom villa for our needs. Parrot Cay would never advertise this as a bedroom, but in practice, it comes in handy. Well, before he gets here, I've been using this space as my office. Because I don't have an ocean view, I can actually get my work done. Now, you've actually seen everything at this villa. So you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of my villa. Cheers. As you can see, the COMO villa is very expansive, and I was very excited to spend the week there. I'm still reflecting on that trip with fond memories. We had an absolute epic time. That is a product that was worth the wait. On that note, let's get into the hard products. When I don't have the need for a 3-bedroom villa, my go-to option would be the 2-bedroom beach house. The 2-bedroom beach house, it's perfect size for my family of 3, and often for Advisor clients who have families of 3 to 5 people, having 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms with a butler's pantry. And the best thing about the 2-bedroom beach house is that it's situated on the side of the island that I actually prefer the most. It's close to the sandbar, which goes for hundreds of yards or miles, it seems. And it's extremely well priced in comparison to the 3-bedroom COMO villa. After all, the 3-bedroom COMO villa is the flagship product of Parrot Cay. Now, if you're a couple and you do not have the need for a 2-bedroom beach house, Parrot Cay has you covered. They do have a 1-bedroom beach house as well. Even though it's more like a studio, it's very spacious. Now, the 1-bedroom beach house does have one amenity that the 2-bedroom beach houses do not have: an outdoor jacuzzi terrace in the back. It's perfect for couples and honeymooners. There are only 2 of these beach houses at Parrot Cay, and they're always booked up. Needless to say, the market agrees with the product as well. Where people might get tripped up at Parrot Cay is that there's a huge difference between the 2-bedroom beach house and the family beach house. While they're both situated on the beach and have fabulous positioning, the family beach house does have bedrooms that are divided by the living space and the dining space. If you don't want to be sharing wall with your family or another couple, just to give you a bit more privacy. In the case of a family, having a baby or a toddler who might be crying at night, you might just want to have that separation, or vice versa. To go even further in depth, even within the 2-bedroom beach house category, there are different units and different aspects to each. And I certainly have 2-bedroom beach houses that I always recommend for my clients and for my own stays. So just be sure that when you're booking at Parrot Cay, you are very specific in your needs. And of course, if you're working with an advisor like myself, that is my job to help navigate that for you and guide you to the best fit. Now that you've seen what I love, let me talk about what I don't like and recommend. At Parrot Cay, they do have entry-level rooms that are further away from the beach and are just not renovated and up to the standards of Advisor. So that is a product I do not recommend. Even the beachfront suites, I think they're okay, but again, I think the takeaway for anyone who's viewing this, there's a huge difference between beach houses and the regular rooms. Specifically, the butler service, which is one of the best butler concepts in the Caribbean, or actually the world, that I've experienced so far, but I will come back to this later. That being said, if your budget only allows you to book the entry-level rooms, I think that's perfectly fine. It's still one of the best islands, but just know that my overly positive endorsement of this property is based on booking the beach house, and that's really the best way to experience Parrot Cay and get the most out of it. Touching up on the gym and spa, I think it's okay. I mean, it's certainly not amongst the best I've seen at a beach resort, but I think it'll get the job done, and it's certainly not a highlight of the property. At least I don't think it is. Of course, Parrot Cay, being a very family-friendly resort, has a kids club. That's definitely a place for my little guy. Beckett has spent a ton of time during his stays, and the same can be said for many of my clients as well. Some of my clients have shared that their children spend the morning and afternoon sessions at a kids club because the staff are so wonderful and there's so many different activities for them to do. They have a pool, basketball court, slides, tie-dye shirts, anything you can think of. So the kids club is always a huge hit and definitely allow the parents to enjoy and de-stress while the kids are having fun as well. I love that aspect of the resort. One unique thing that makes Parrot Cay stand out amongst Caribbean properties is their staff and their attitude towards service. They actually feel like they're grateful to work there and they're happy to look after you. There's that warm hospitality that you don't often get at Caribbean properties. While the general service level at Parrot Cay is very high for Caribbean standards, the butler, that is a concept that takes it to a whole nother level. And this is one of the main reasons, as I shared earlier, you should always book a beach house because the butler concept is amazing. For any guest who's booking the beach house or higher, you're assigned a butler. Now, what makes the butler concept special here is that not only does your butler look after you while you're in your villa or beach house, they will follow you wherever you go and look after you. Every time I sit down in the beach club, at the pool, or a restaurant, my butler will bring the exact drink that I love to have, and the same for everyone else as well. That is so subtle and proactive, and you'll just feel it throughout your stay. Many of the butlers are extremely great with kids, and they'll look after the children while the parents go do something else that's fun or have a lunch or dinner while the kids are having fun with the butler. And that's something that just resonated with so many of my clients and myself. It's something that the butlers are always happy to do, and they're excellent at it. One of my favorite meals when traveling is the breakfast. And what makes breakfast special at a beach resort like this is that the moment you wake up, you can smell the coffee, your eggs, pastries, fruit, everything's already set up. It's just a fantastic way to start the day. I just shared how amazing the setup is, but the food itself has always bothered me a bit. Something about the pastries just quite doesn't hit. I know we're on a remote island, so you do have to give them credit for that. I do feel like the produce, at least for the fruit, is just not up to par. But breakfast aside, everything else I absolutely love about Parrot Cay's food, and I think it's getting better. There are 3 main dining outlets at Parrot Cay. Lotus, being by the beach club, serves up Caribbean dishes during the day. In the evenings, often fantastic Asian fusion food and some of the best Thai food I've had in the Caribbean, which is an odd statement to make, but they do deliver some great Asian dishes. After all, COMO is an Asian brand. The Terrace delivers fantastic Italian dishes. It's a great place to enjoy, get dressed up, and have a fantastic evening. The Italian executive chef is more than happy to make anything off menu for you as well. I'm not sure many people know this, but they do fly in fish from Japan. So if you're lucky and have had a fresh delivery during your visit, you'll often be able to request fresh crudo, sashimi, or even sushi that is made from Japanese fish. Lastly, it's the beach club. The beach club is this fun little place to get drinks. There's a bar you can hang out, but the best feature is the pizza. It's a favorite place for me to have lunch. I love ordering pizza as I'm lounging by the pool. The kids gather around us and we just have a blast. Something Parrot Cay does really well is having fun pop-ups. 3 immediately comes to mind. 1, La Serenise from Positano. The famed hotel and its chefs came to Parrot Cay and had a pop-up. It was fantastic. Secondly, Masa. That's right, Masa from New York came in and did a pop-up, some of the best sushi that's probably ever had in the Caribbean. And the most recently, they had Cult Korean barbecue, the Michelin-ranked Korean barbecue. I'm going to assume that's where they got inspiration with the current chicken wings. And given the success of these pop-ups, I'm sure Parrot Cay is going to do many more in the future, and I can't wait to see what they are. In conclusion, I'm happy to share that not only is Parrot Cay still fabulous, it's actually getting better. And what I love is that the owners and management have this hunger for continuous improvement. As a guest and an advisor, I am so over the moon to see that. Not only are the beach houses getting better at Parrot Cay, but the private residences are becoming more and more impressive as well. So if you're a large group and you want to have even more privacy and be on a different side of the island, you can rent one of the many private residences that I've seen. Some of them are just absolutely mind-blowing with amazing curated art as well. Management is building more interesting units at Parrot Cay. I can't share what they are because obviously I have to keep those things discreet, but I'm beyond excited and I cannot wait to show you guys another update when everything else is built. If you're someone who can't wait for the next update on YouTube, please feel free to follow me on Instagram as I always share my trips to resorts and hotels across the globe in real time. If you're interested in some of the behind the scenes shots, make sure you check out our vlog of my trip to Parrot Cay and also Amanyara. So make sure you check that out below. As always, thank you for watching this. I hope it's been helpful to you to some degree, and hopefully you'll get to visit Parrot Cay. And if you do, please let me know how you liked it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.